part 2 of this necklace. We're going to need some jump rings. I think these are about 6mm, and these I'd say about 3mm. Some head pins. I'm going to use some 24 gauge wire, and then also 22. I really like the antique copper, but I don't have that color in this size. So this one I think is called, I'm gonna guess it says smoky quartz, but the sticker's covering it. And here you can kind of see what it's going to look like. So let me make some of these pieces. Probably Laura Lovecraft showed how to do this during some video. I think it was her, with her and Sam. It may have been Rachel, but it's basically how to do a head pin knot. I've only tried it once or twice, so let me see if I can do it. See? Isn't that cool? I'm sure she's got a video or something out there of how she does it, so feel free to go find her and look her up. We're going to put this on a pin, on a leaf. And I want my curly Q to go in the front. Here's my layout I'm thinking. So that's one side. So I'm going to bend this straight up, kind of curve it a little. And I want it to fall on the wire. So I need my loop to go backwards. I don't feel like my fingers ever get this strong enough, tight enough. And tuck the wire in. And I think that's just about the only thing I wound up using that thinner wire for. Everything else is this thicker wire. Okay, here's my sample. This is the part that hangs here. Like that. So how did I do that? The reason I didn't do it the same way as this is it kind of wants to turn and rotate, and it doesn't need to have a front, in my opinion. It's better if it doesn't. Okay, I think it was this one. I gave it a wrap. And then one of these small yellow fire polish. Remember when I said wire work was not my absolute strongest point? But the more I practice it, the better I'll get, the more I'll learn. Okay, this one, the loop we want to be this way. I'm going to give it a turn that way. We're going to want to make ourselves some of these cutie little dangles. I think I wound up using 5 of them. So let me show you how I did one. If you have one of those easy loopers, all I did was cut them. Except that's the wrong end. Let's try again. There, that looks better. Straighten that out and turn that curve down a little better. And if you're someone that doesn't have one of those easy, let's just show this real quick. and bend at about a 90 degree. There, about like that. If memory serves, I think I did. It's going to hang a little uneven, but you know, we want to decorate in odd numbers, so I wound up putting five flowers on there. How did I handle that? I think I put one of these small ones. And hold at the very end of one of the ends. Put 2 or 3. So that will hang. I think I must have put another small one to hang this dangle at the bottom. That's what I must have done. Now that jump ring has decided to be uneven. Just when I thought I had it lined up. You want a really good connection there. There. I like it. Cute. do kind of want to check and make sure that this is not, okay, that should be okay. Mainly you don't want it to be so big of a loop that these can go through. You want them to stop. So we're good. So let's look at our sample here. So I need a green big fire polish and our little, that's not the right one. Yes, this guy. And one of these with the, I think it's called a yarn check glass bead, but in this color it looks like a rose or a flower. And I'm not going to want this to be, well, what is it, kitty? Are you okay? Let's take a little break and I'll see what's going on with the cat. Okay, kitty crisis taken care of. And now I'm like, what was I doing here? Making a loop. There we go. And it's okay for it to curve a little bit because that's the direction it's going to drape on the necklace anyway. Oop. Okay, the last one we'll need to make. Let's see, did I use, yeah, this was wire too. And now we have all of our pieces. So in all of my connections, and this is optional, but apparently great minds think alike, because Jody, in one of her designs that I saw in the unboxing, and I had already started this project and had already planned to do this, but I didn't know that she would be. But it's awesome because it just goes to show great minds think alike. So I'm going to take what we're going to do here is add the, add a few seed beads. To the jump ring, just to add a little splash of color. Now, I really like the look of 3, decorate in odd numbers. You could do just 1. You could test it out with 2. To help make sure I'm putting the seed beads just in the front, what I found easiest was to put the backs of the 2 pieces together and then add your seed beads. Let's put turquoise on this one. Lengthwise for the chain, or you can just keep adding more lengths. For me personally, I wanted it to hang lower than most of my necklaces for kind of that boho look. For me, this wound up being maybe 7.25 inches on each side of chain. I'm going out of order, guys. Okay, let's put the chain on the back side. And then those. And then to end, I did another jump ring, but I only put one seed bead on each side of the loop. So let's do one of our purple maybe. The chain. All right. And let's just finish this connection on this one. Actually, I guess I already have a loop. Okay, so to put the backs together, I would need to go this way. That won't be right. We need to put these on first, it looks like. Hello, kitty. Do you feel better? Okay. There we go. Well, I'll take some better pictures so that you can see how it all wound up looking, but I really liked especially this closure. But until next time, bye.